Boom Live, Twitter, Facebook. What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of my special edition of Insider BA's Road to WrestleMania Rumor Mill. I am here with my special guest this week, Dayne Bourget. Welcome to the show. I'm glad you're here. Social media, of course, if you don't know how to follow me, basically, or me or the rest of the SmackTalk team, it's all in the description, all the links. My Fantasy Sports Talk is definitely a great supporter of us. They like to share our stuff. So like they do, you guys should probably like, retweet, because we're live on Twitter, we're live on YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, like this Facebook post, share it to everywhere you got to go, because that's how we get out there, the SmackTalk team. We're on the road to WrestleMania, obviously, and you know what I do every Monday before Raw and SmackDown. I give you the rumors for this week, like the special edition. I like to have special guests because I want to get their opinion on the show. So special guests, like I said, Dayne Bourget. Dayne, how you doing?
Good.
It's a Monday, so it's like, it's whatever. It's the beginning of a work week for us. So first question for you, just so the crowd knows, how did you get into wrestling? Like, what made you start watching it? Like, how did you grow up into it, I should say?
Well, Jesus, when I was like 6 years old, my mom always used to buy the pay-per-views for us,
there you
me and
go.
my brother. And I've been watching literally ever since.
I
mean, there was a gap where I,
you
went
fell
away.
off.
Yeah, like I want to say this, right when CM Punk was starting to get big.
You fell off?
Yeah.
Damn.
So I missed all of that,
Damn.
Like I remember CM Punk with the long hair.
Yeah.
And all of that, like in when ECW.
Yeah, when he had the old theme song, "This Fire Burns," or something like that.
That song's awesome. Like, I don't know, I missed all of that.
Yeah.
And then I came back when I saw Bray Wyatt. He brought me back to wrestling.
Wow, was the Wyatt family already a thing, or like
actually
when he debuted, or because I can't remember when Bray Wyatt actually debuted.
I think he debuted against Kane.
Potentially, I can't remember. I just know that he's been off TV.
Well, they were on NXT, but then he made the main roster. I think they did like a blackout attack on Kane.
All right,
and that's when they did the Ring of Fire match or whatever.
Inferno match. Yeah.
Whatever it was.
Which is not. It's not like the way it used to be back in the day.
Yeah, no, it's corny now. Just like everything.
Everything that Vince likes to put out there is just corny.
Yeah.
How about like favorite superstar, or I should say wrestler, all time, on the men and women's side?
All time. Undertaker, definitely.
Okay, Undertaker. There you go.
Undertaker.
All time.
Women's. Hey.
It's tough, right?
Yeah, because I'm not a huge women's guy.
Yeah. Probably Trish. Yeah. You don't got one. It's all good.
Yeah, I don't.
Just move
I
on.
honestly couldn't even tell you one because
then so
I'm
you
not
said
into
the Undertaker.
Women's.
Yeah. Would you want a WrestleMania 35 match of Undertaker being part of the match at 35?
Depends.
Depends who it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want it to just be anybody. I want it to.
I know we put up that picture of Taker versus Finn Balor.
I don't want just regular Finn though. I want
the Demon Finn. They should have pulled that trigger a long time ago.
Oh yeah, when they first brought Finn up.
Yeah, but they didn't pull through with it, of course.
Yeah, because now Taker obviously can't put out a match.
No, and
he used to.
Obviously, the rumor him is like he's going to make an appearance, but he will not have a matchup. I know the original rumor was him versus Shawn, or there was going to be some type of way. Yeah,
that's what I was hoping for.
But Shawn definitely said on a recent interview that injury to Triple H really opened up his eyes, because he was always like never wanted to come back. And then he had the interview after his Crown Jewel match, like it's recently, like probably a few weeks ago, and he said, I am not.
Yeah, he don't want to do it no more.
Just because I saw him get hurt, and knowing that my body type is the same as Triple H, even though like not built like Triple H.
Yeah,
they're old. They're old. So it's
like through the ringer.
You're more prone to get hurt, and that's why he's like, yeah, I'm all set.
And him being away for so long.
Exactly.
He's not used to taking that kind of punishment.
Those bumps and all that. Exactly it. So he's definitely not coming back for in-ring competition. No. He's killing it in NXT as a trainer or something. I think that's what he's doing. Development.
Yeah.
I know
he does work with he does work with the talent, but I think he does have like a producer's role backstage.
Oh, okay. For the NXT side or
NXT.
NXT. All right, that makes sense. All right,
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah, that's him and Triple H's baby.
I mean, you guys are doing a great job. Keep it up. Too sweet.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Maybe one day we'll have Triple H finally in control of the actual WWE.
Can only pray.
Can only pray.
I can't come fast enough.
So like I said, if you don't know who I am, I'm Insider BA. I give you the rumors every week before Raw and SmackDown. Nicole Souza, thank you for joining. Lita is my pick for favorite all-time superstar, woman superstar. Thank you. Of course, I read out the comments. If you guys want to post them, I will shout you out. This is an interactive crowd, interactive universe. I want everyone to be involved. If you don't know Dayne, he's usually in the comments going off. So just like that, now he's on my show as a special guest. Last week we had Brendan Nadeau, the Unfiltered. You guys go check that out on our YouTube channel. Go back on our Facebook feed. It's somewhere on there. Just Unfiltered, like I said, he had a lot to say about Roman Reigns. I won't get into it. Maybe I will with you later on in the show. We'll see what's your take on it. But rapid rumors for this week. If you don't like to be spoiled, then I don't know why you're here. You should probably walk away and just close out before you do that. Like, share, retweet, do all that good stuff. But top rumors, I should say. Dean Ambrose, what's his contract situation? Daniel Bryan, who's going to face him at WrestleMania, and what the plan is for Daniel Bryan going into and after WrestleMania. Of course, now the Raw Women's now is officially a triple threat at WrestleMania 35. Thank God, right? They finally did it. They put Becky Lynch in that matchup, and they really have been overbooking the crap out of the whole knee injury and all that. And I can't stand it. But triple threat finally, Ronda versus Charlotte versus Becky. We'll talk about that when I give a quick recap of Fastlane. And the main event of today's show will be Kurt Angle. We have a breaking update on his status and what's going to happen. But right now, Fastlane, basically. What's your thoughts?
A lot of the matches were good.
Yep.
They were pretty good. And there were some bad ones.
Yes, there was. What'd you think of the whole Kofi Kingston swerve? Like, you have it. It's a triple threat now. They send him out, and then they put the bar up against him. Yeah, it just plays into the storyline.
Yeah, they're booking themselves into the corner. They're going to have to put the title on him.
Yeah, it's like
either that or MetLife Stadium's gonna burn to the ground.
I could see. I wouldn't be surprised if we have, because the Usos are the champions now, and now you have the Shane McMahon. Shane McMahon surprisingly was the guy who turned heel on The Miz last night, so that's going to be a match, of course. Now the Usos are the champions going into WrestleMania. I could see the New Day maybe like another three tag. They like to do fatal four-way tag teams or whatever.
Yeah,
I could see them doing New Day with whatever against the Usos. New Day wins. Kofi Kingston wins.
And they have all the gold.
They have all the gold, just like the Shield, which I'll get into the Shield very, very shortly. You don't like it?
I don't. Well,
I mean,
I wouldn't mind it. It'd be a good moment,
right?
Because they could come out and it'd be their show. But
exactly.
I just don't see them giving the New Day the tag titles again.
Again, you don't think so? Because they want to do that. They want to break the championship reigns, and I think they're at 5. I don't know. I forgot what the record is.
They got a long ways to go. I think the Dudleys have it at 9.
But I think it's just they're just acknowledging WWE.
Oh, WWE championships.
They're not.
What about
I don't think they're
boys?
Acknowledging the Indies and all that. They're just acknowledging.
I think the Hardys are 6 or 7 times.
Right. So it's they're close. They're at 5. So
I think that's who's gonna get the match.
The Hard. Yes,
yeah,
that is the rumor.
Matt Hardy tweeted something about saying, "Oh, I'll see you soon" or whatever to one of the Usos.
Right. So I maybe we'll get a triple threat tag team.
Yeah,
I don't know.
could do that again.
Or New Day again. Exactly.
Like when they returned, when they swerved us with the New Day coming.
Oh my God!
To be in a match.
Yeah, that I was there.
Oh my God! I almost cried. Honest to God.
When the Hardy Boys
I never
music,
thought they'd come back.
I was like, I went completely.
I never thought they would come back.
It was definitely a great moment.
A little disappointed because it wasn't the Broken Hardys, but
yeah, but then
nonetheless, they were
really,
back.
They really kind of botched the whole broken Matt Hardy. But
yeah,
we won't get into all that. But I see your comment, Dan the Man. Welcome to the show. I am doing very well. He said, "Insider BA, how you doing?" That's the old Enzo Amore catchphrase right there. I'm doing really great. Enzo, not so much because he's future endeavored and who knows what he's doing now. Last night, of course, what else happened? We had United States title match, which was like added on. They changed the Andrade versus Rey Mysterio into a fatal four-way with Samoa Joe and R-Truth for the title. Good matchup. I like it.
It was definitely
very good match. I love Samoa Joe. Finally happy he has some gold around him. Yeah, I mean,
way long overdue.
Way long overdue. I know, like he was a NXT champion once, right?
Twice.
He was the first
Him
ever
and Nakamura, the only
two-time NXT champion. So definitely good to see that he has a main roster title.
Mm-hmm.
Wish it was the WWE title, but it is what it is. They didn't want to pull the trigger back when he was facing AJ Styles.
No gold.
What else happened? Of course, you had we already talked about Shane turning heel. I want to end with the Shield, so I don't want to talk about them yet. What other matchups happened? Oh, Mandy Rose versus Asuka. I like Mandy Rose. I see potential. You gotta get.
She's definitely improved.
Definitely.
A lot.
Yeah,
like she's definitely a good utility guy.
Yeah,
player, but she's definitely not ready for it to hold a championship.
No, and that's why I didn't see her winning.
There was botches all over the place in that match.
I would have loved. I don't see her go. I didn't see her going into Mania, but it would have been nice if she had the title. But it's just bad timing. The way you booked it though, that finish is kind of weird. They had Sonya Deville with the stupid.
Well, it's because they're going for the breakup,
right? It's like
because they want
Mandy because they clearly they're focused on Mandy. They don't care about Sonya.
She's just the breadwinner.
Definitely, they could be the Shawn Michaels of like the Rockers if you want to compare it to like something back in the day.
Yeah,
she'll be this Shawn Michaels. Sonya's good. I don't mind Sonya either, but
she don't got the look that Mandy has. Obviously.
Exactly. Vince, I do know, like he likes his blondes.
Oh yeah,
just like I do. I don't blame the old man.
Wilson in the Hall of Fame. She ain't done nothing.
Exactly. See, I remember you put that picture.
Yeah,
what has she done?
One Golden Thong award. That's it.
I was very surprised when I read it. I actually thought she became women's champion once.
Never, not once.
I know she faced like Dawn Marie back in the day when she had the champion, but I just like, wow, they never gave her the title.
Yeah,
shocked. They never gave it.
I thought she had at least one title reign, but
nothing.
I
was shocked when you posted that stat.
She's literally just.
What about Stacey Keeble's not had that either, right?
No,
they were down.
I don't know. She might have.
You think so? I don't know. Maybe someone in the comments will look that up for me. Daniel Ryan, you watched the show first time I think People's Podcast on Thursday. Hey guys, too sweet. Hey, nice to see you. Thanks for joining. Yeah, that last night, from my opinion, it was just wasn't needed. It was just like. Yeah. And then you put the Shield with Roman Reigns at the end of the card, and it really just turned me off. It's like,
well, they're going right back to what
they used to do.
It's the Roman agenda.
Yep, it's like Roman's back. Let's put him in the main event.
Yeah,
and just because of that,
the moon all over again.
In 3 weeks, I am already not a fan of Roman Reigns. It did not last long. We'll see what the whole farewell address tonight on Raw will be when they open up the show. Maybe someone will turn heel. But I'm just saying, like. I gave it 6 months, and already in 3 weeks, I think he's been back. It's just like,
oh, I was over it when he made his announcement he was going to come back.
Right, I know.
Like, oh God,
it's very touchy subject as far as if he faked it or not. I'm on the side of like it's real. I know Bam's last week went off. You guys should definitely go check that out. Like I said, he's the unfiltered one. You should. Be careful. Like, don't take everything he says to heart, because I know he talked about the women's main eventing a show and all that, and it's clearly going to be Becky, Charlotte, and Ronda main eventing WrestleMania.
They've been carrying the whole company.
It's the only good storyline going into the show, as far as because like Seth Rollins and Lesnar.
Yeah, I don't know. There's been nothing there. They haven't promoted
ever since.
Nothing.
I mean,
Seth Rollins being hurt and not being able to perform in the ring is definitely
big hit. I know they say Lesnar. Not being there to show the title is another big hit, but the biggest hit.
It's not though. It's not. It's
like
that much.
They book him to be like that.
Yeah,
Vince literally books him to be like that. So it's like that was expected. Seth being hurt, yeah, that's a huge hit.
Yeah,
but the biggest hit is Roman returning. Roman returning, and he's taking the spotlight off of that main event. That's not going to close the show because Roman Reigns is not in it. That's just plain and simple. Seth Rollins, I really hope you don't get screwed. I really want. We talked about it on the podcast. I know Dango and Timo were against it, but me and Macho Man were for it. The fact that Roman Reigns to turn heel at WrestleMania is a good time, I say, and they say it's a terrible time. Dane, I know you started off in the comments.
I think it's the best time.
Best time to do it. It just totally makes sense.
Being that he's so loved, he'd get so much legit organic heat.
Exactly, and literally like. Just pull the trigger, but that doesn't make any sense. Vince McMahon never makes sense with anything he does.
It does make sense.
That's why it's not going to happen.
It took for me to get this illness for you guys to legit invest in me and cheer for me or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
So now, screw you.
Just do it. Just
You know what I mean?
turn heel, and I would love you. I would be a fan of you again because now I'm just whatever with you now.
He could be a good heel because then you don't have to push him as this superhero or whatever. You don't have to see him all the time.
Right.
I think that's what really kills him is like he's always thrusted into being, he's got to come in and make the save with this guy and this guy. It's
so
old.
The Shield closing the show. It was like I said, it was an okay pay-per-view, good matchups. I think maybe better than Chamber. I don't know. I can't remember how Chamber went.
Yeah, I know.
It's so close together. I think WWE should just eliminate some pay-per-views and have, like, I think someone made a comment once. One of the superstars made a comment saying there should be less pay-per-views and more of a build.
Yeah, that's
which
how
I'm for.
That's how NXT does it.
Exactly. Takeovers.
There's only maybe 5-6 takeovers a year, if that.
Right, and I think they're going to add another one next year.
Yeah, they're doing one standalone.
Standalone. It's not going to be.
I want to say it is
not going to be part of like one of the big.
Yeah, that's
four
not going to be accompanied by
like a
WWE.
Sunday pay-per-view.
Yeah,
or something
main
like
roster.
Yeah. So boom, I can't wait to watch that. It's like I might actually. I know I go to takeovers. I don't watch them on the Saturday. I watch them usually on my lunch break or whatever. When I hear it's a good matchup, I'm gonna tune in. I know you watch NXT every week because you definitely you're the person in the comments that keeps me up to date with what's going on in the NXT world.
NXT, right?
Mr. Ego, Mr. NXT, Dayne Bourget. But yeah, last night it is what it is. It's just another filler pay-per-view to get to the big card now that Becky's finally. Which that's one thing I didn't even talk about.
That's literally what this pay-per-view was the conclusion of this crazy ass road to
overbooked
Becky into the main
Becky
event.
knee injury / can't get into the match, had the match, lost the match, suspension. There's been so many
yeah, they did all of that just for Ronda to tap her one time and get
Listen,
and get the DQ.
You turn Ronda heel. I love it. Thank you for turning her heel. She's better as a heel. I'm already a fan, more of a fan now. But you had a heel champion. You had a heel. I'll just say you had a heel come into a matchup, hit Becky to put her in the matchup because that's what we wanted. That's like what a baby
she wants too.
Right, I understand that that's what she wants, but it's like a heel just did a babyface thing because that's what we want.
Yeah. I get what
you're saying. In the sense, you're doing a babyface thing even though you're a heel.
It's actually a huge logic gap if you think about it because she just reduced her odds of winning.
Exactly. You know what's I'm really gonna be upset because I'm gonna be there. And Dan Gill already said it. You really think Ronda's gonna lose at WrestleMania 35 in the main event?
I guarantee it.
I hope it.
She's gonna tap to Becky's gonna tap her.
I really hope it. I feel like Charlotte will take the pin. I don't know if they're gonna make Ronda lose.
Because that's what this whole thing's been about is Becky and Ronda.
Yeah.
And the armbar or whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, exactly. So Dango has Ronda winning. We'll see when the predictions podcast happens in a few weeks. What he says then, if his chest is going to be on the line again.
Yeah, but Ronda's going on hiatus.
Right. So it's like
she's dropping the title.
There is no official date for when that hiatus happens.
The night after. She's booked for the Raw.
She is booked for the Raw after. So who knows? If maybe she should just drop the title, be a heel again, and not give a shit. But I don't know. I know Nikki Sue just commented. I hope Ronda loses. I hope she loses too. Give it to Becky because originally this was supposed to be Ronda versus Charlotte last year going into this year.
Yeah.
And Becky Lynch just took the brass ring and she's run with it to the point that she's in the match now.
Yeah,
I mean,
they have no choice.
The one thing Nia Jax has done good for this company is you punched Becky in the face to eliminate that match.
She made her a megastar.
Thank you, Nia Jax, for that. Everything you've done since, you're complete garbage. And I think I'll end the fast lane recap with that.
The only thing she ever did right in her whole life.
Daniel said it was lackluster. Good
Not
matchups.
Really. The build was terrible, but
the build is terrible.
Oh,
they switched a lot of matchups during the actual show too. They added Kofi Kingston.
They've been doing that a lot lately.
It's like they don't know what they want to do until they get to the actual pay-per-view Sunday.
That's Vince.
It's changing on the fly. So I would go watch the United States Championship match, the WWE Championship match.
Oh, yeah.
The Shield match, it was okay.
They had its spots, but it was like they only did it because the crowd didn't even care.
Right.
The crowd didn't give a shit.
I didn't give a shit about that match, that's for sure.
I already knew who was winning.
Dango, it was good pay-per-view, had some really good spot. Yeah, he's replying to, thank you, Dan. He's replying to Daniel Ryan. I don't know how to pronounce your last name, but you kind of sound like Daniel Bryan, so I will keep saying Daniel Ryan. Daniel Ryan Pose?
Pujols?
I'm not gonna say it.
No, yeah.
That's why I really Daniel Bryan sounds like Daniel Ryan, and that's why I'm gonna call you Daniel Ryan from now on. Dan the Man says, any reaction on Shane's heel turn? I was surprised by it. I'd rather have Miz as a heel, but he's gonna be a babyface. And the only good bright side of this is the Miz will finally win at WrestleMania, because I think the last time he won, I don't even know.
He defended against John.
Right, that WrestleMania 27.
Yeah.
You know, we're at 35 now.
I know. It's been a long time.
I don't know if he's never injured, so it's like.
I know he's literally the one of the workhorses.
One of the workhorses of the company. Dango just said, no way Vince not having Ronda win Mania. So it's like, so Dango's already saying he's gonna pick Ronda in the prediction right there.
Why? She gets nothing out of it. They get nothing of Ronda winning.
Exactly. So
Becky, if Becky taps her, Becky's made for ever.
Yeah. I mean,
Charlotte don't need it. She has a name. She's the corporate chosen one.
Whatever. She's
the female Roman Reigns.
Exactly. Boom. Just like that. Female Roman Reigns.
That's why it makes sense to what they did with her.
To put her in
TV,
the matchup.
Because he basically endorsed her, and it's we already know.
Yeah. We already knew it, and now Vince, you said it by putting her in the matchup. Actually, one thing I forgot to talk about, the WWE Championship match. Great match. At first, it was getting booed because the added third person to the match, which we all thought was going to be Kofi Kingston, but he got the swerve from Vince and ended up facing the bar. Mustafa Ali, great competitor. Bad timing as far as being put in this match, because now, like, I don't know what you're doing, Vince, because yes, the match ended up turning as far as the crowd is concerned because Mustafa Ali turned himself. So great part on you, Mustafa. But you can't put Mustafa Ali. I know he lost his spotlight to Kofi Kingston, so it's like he came back SmackDown and he's back in this title match. But the crowd literally hated the fact that it was him.
They put him in the wrong situation
terrible position to put Ali in. It's like, dude,
they literally set him up to fail, but his performance was so good.
His performance was so good that the crowd turned from booing to cheering. I think they started cheering Ali. I know they were cheering Kofi Kingston most of the matchup too, but
that literally could have been a make or break match.
I don't know what. I know Coffee Mania is definitely going to happen, but like, are we just going to have a singles match, or are we going to have like a fatal forward triple threat?
I think it's going to be a multi-man.
You think multi? I mean, like, there is a lot of multi-man.
I think Ali's going to. I don't know. That's
well,
tough.
I will get into my rapid rumors regarding Ali. Daniel Ryan. So we are no longer cheering for Ali anymore. I just go watch the matchup. At first, they weren't cheering him, but then he stole the show as far as what he was doing with Kevin Owens and Daniel Bryan. They all stole the show. I think that should have ended the show. It is what it is because we're good old Roman Reigns is back. We got to make sure he closes the show. So I wouldn't say he's not. They're not cheering for anymore. But it's just like
Kofi's so over.
He's so hot and like he's like you said so over that everyone's just cheering Kofi Kingston. So it's like
they don't want nobody else.
Exactly. It's the same situation as thank you, Dan. I'll definitely say it's the same situation with Daniel Bryan going into WrestleMania 30.
Yeah.
Like, you have to give him the title because that's what we want.
Yeah.
We are the authority.
If it's anybody else, we're not. I don't know.
I mean, heel Daniel Bryan. I like heel Daniel Bryan. So it's like,
oh yeah,
fickle. Like I like everything he's doing. It's just like I think it was Dango. Dango said he's not a fan of like.
How aren't you?
I don't understand. Like you said, the Yes Movement could have kept
he's
going.
He's so good. He just transitioned right into it, and it's like
he's
actually picking up momentum again.
Yeah, it worked. So it's like I said, the Yes Movement was kind of getting stale.
It was getting stale,
and now he made the heel the new Daniel Bryan. So it's like keep going with it. I know the rumor is he's going to retain But then again, they might change that because of how over Kofi Kingston is to have Kofi Mania.
Depending on how much fan support he gets.
Right, which it's through the roof.
Oh,
I know,
it's ridiculous. Right now.
Ali being put into the matchup was a bad idea, but in the end, it turned into a good idea because
now he could.
We made like Kofi Kingston even more.
Oh, he's even more wanted.
Even more wanted now because it's like Vince, you're booking it.
They booked themselves into a proverbial corner.
Exactly, like he was just supposed to be a fill-in. And he ended up taking the Ali role in the chamber.
He took it and ran with it.
Yeah, and we want him to be the champion. So
it don't even have to be a long reign. It just get that moment out of the way.
Yeah,
do what you got to do. You can put it back on Daniel Bryan, whatever. A month later.
And like Dan goes saying, Vince is very lucky that Ali balled out to make the match up.
Ali balls out every time you see him.
Every time you see him. I mean,
that's why he's not on 205 Live no more.
Right. I mean, I made a joke when he got at the beginning of the match when Daniel Bryan like kicked him off the top rope to the outside.
Oh yeah.
I made a joke in the group chat and I said, "That's Daniel Bryan kicking him back to 205 Live." So a lot of people got a good joke out of that one. Daniel Ryan, there's no hope for Chicago-based wrestlers anymore unless CM Punk returns, but that's very unlikely. I'd be happy to see him in AEW. I'll say that much. CM Punk. I know you said you missed when he became hot and all that.
Yeah, but then I went back and watched it, and
it's really.
Oh, it was epic.
Epic.
It was crazy.
Everything they were doing. Nikki Souza, Daniel Bryan turning heel was the best decision they made for his career at the time. Absolutely, I totally agree with that. Dan the Man, I didn't miss your comment. We were talking about the Miz earlier. He says Miz's last WrestleMania win was WrestleMania. Which one is that? Oh, with Team Johnny, whatever that Team Johnny Laurinaitis versus.
Oh, that don't even count. Who cares?
That's like a what was it 5-man, 10-man tag team match, whatever it was.
Garbage.
And then that's when Eve Torres turned on Zack Ryder. I think that's the highlight of that match was that.
Yeah, that don't even count.
I'd say last singles match win, I think was John Cena, WrestleMania 27, with The Rock interfering and all that.
Yeah, I think that's all.
Other than that, he's just been like, I don't know, he's just been booked. I know last year 2 years ago in Florida was the whole John Cena, Nikki Bella, which by the way, they're not together anymore. Yeah. Good job with that. And then last year was what did Miz do last year?
Title match.
The IC title. He was actually the champion going in.
He walked in as a champion.
I thought he was going to retain. I think I picked him last year to retain, but who was it? Seth Rollins that won that, right? Yeah, Seth Rollins. It was Seth Rollins and Finn Balor.
That was the summer of Rollins.
Correct. Burn it down. And for sure,
they killed it for the Shield.
That whole when Braun Strowman should have just been champion. The Shield returns. Braun Strowman goes to the table, and then he tries to team up with Drew McIntyre and who else? Who else was it? Baron Corbin.
Dolph Ziggler.
Dolph Ziggler. Oh my God.
The Dogs of War.
I forgot. The Dogs of War. Totally forgot about Dolph Ziggler because he is on a hiatus. He's still with the company.
Yeah, he made an appearance at the Rumble.
Right.
Eliminated Drew McIntyre and then was gone
gone. He's still gone. And then that's what it is. But top rumors, like I already went over them, but rapid rumors, of course. First one I have for you guys, because that's what my show's about. AEW, it's definitely about AEW. I'll talk about. Well, there's a method to my madness on how the show goes. We'll talk about outside wrestling, and then we'll talk about Raw, SmackDown, or wherever I want to end it. Jim Ross, if you didn't hear, has confirmed that at the end of March his contract is up and he is not re-signing with the WWE. I don't blame you. I really like when you're on commentary. I go and talk about the commentary topic. I really wish Mauro Ranallo was on the main roster.
Oh my God.
And
they would make it so much better.
I know was it Todd Phillips or whatever his name is for SmackDown?
Yeah, he's kind of like Michael Cole 2.0. He's just like he's another puppet.
Bland. It's like, yeah.
He literally just sits here and just
the big dog,
whatever.
Roman Reigns, the boss, Sasha Banks.
It's boss time.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, I throw up every time.
I mean, when Michael Cole retires, it's like you see who we have to replace him, and it's like you're going to appreciate Michael Cole. But right now, I just can't stand every single time he says, the big dog.
Yeah.
It's like, dude.
I literally
God.
Spit up every time.
Every single time he said it last night, I think, and he said boss time again. And it's just
he did.
He was a good part of the show. He wasn't even on the show. Macho Man picked that up. It's
and then the Raw matches started happening.
Yeah. Here's Michael Cole. Woo! So, yeah, I mean, Jim Ross most likely is going to be heading to AEW, and he's going to be the voice of AEW as far as the commentary side. Don't know who's going to be his broadcast partner. Definitely won't be Jerry the King Lawler. We'll get into what actually Jerry the King Lawler's as far as Hall of Fame is concerned. That's another rapid rumor for you coming up. But
he's not in
Jerry the King Lawler.
Yeah,
no, he's in the Hall of Fame. Right. I'll get to it as soon as it comes up. But Jim Ross, he says he's still got it, and he still has some years behind him. He still has enough energy in the tank to commentate a matchup, so I could see him going to AEW, and I wouldn't be mad.
That's what I've been hearing, that he's gonna go there.
Yeah, so I wouldn't be mad about it.
I mean, he's definitely lost a step from.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like
he's so his voice is so iconic,
exactly.
Especially with our age.
Right.
That's like when he was at his peak.
Daniel Ryan just asked me, would you rock the Eco WWE title if they sold it on WWE Shop?
No,
I wouldn't. I like the idea what they did.
I like the idea.
But I would not. But I would not pay for that just because.
Why would you ever want to be a champion?
I can literally make that at work. I could just because I could just go just make it on like a machine. I could just totally make that. I can make it. Like if you haven't seen the SmackTalk championship that I gave to Macho Man because he's the winner of last year's predictions, I made that at work. So it's like. I don't need. It's like. How
am I gonna pay for it?
Yeah, it's a wooden belt with a
hemp strap.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah,
with Velcro.
Yeah, it is Velcro, right?
Yeah,
it's literally like the kids' belts.
So I thought he was supposed to for the environment.
Let's see. John is saying scrap the entire commentary team, please. I'm assuming you're talking about the SmackDown side. I mean, Corey Graves is good. But lately he's just been like
he's turned into one of them puppets. He just whatever they feed him, he just says
right.
When he was on NXT, he was more brash, I'll say.
Right. Daniel Ryan, I hope Byron Saxton gets released.
I'll take him over Renee Young though.
I'm gonna get
Renee Young's terrible with her. Damn! And
there's all these good comments are gonna play into the rumors I have coming up. Aaron Warren says Tony Schiavone, is that how you say his last name? I've seen that name before.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Would be a great replacement.
Oh, and who's he with?
Was it WCW or something? Oh,
yeah.
WCW,
He's
right?
With WCW. He does a podcast.
That's what it is. I mean, I've never heard him, so I don't know what his voice sounds like.
He's pretty iconic.
So
voice. If you've seen a lot of WCW highlights from back in the day with Goldberg and stuff.
Yeah. So like, Dan the Man says, can't wait to see the debut of Adam Cole, baby.
It ain't coming anytime soon.
It won't come anytime soon. Now that we lost, if you didn't hear last week, Tommaso Ciampa with the neck injury, and he had successful surgery, I believe.
Yeah, it's actually I heard 6 to 14 months, but now it's like 3 to 6 months.
Wow.
So
I mean,
I don't know what's going on.
I know it's a neck injury. I know it's severe.
Yeah, he had cervical fusion or something.
Yeah,
I saw the pictures and whatever. It was ugly.
I think I watched the first few pictures and I was just like, yeah, it's all right. That's Tommaso Ciampa with his neck open. Moving on to now we're gonna talk about WrestleMania and like some rumored matchups. Of course, I said it already. Samoa Joe versus John Cena is rumored for WrestleMania for the U.S. title, so I'm okay with that. I just hope John Cena. I know lately he hasn't been burying people. I think the last time he buried somebody was Rusev in that flag matchup that I picked Rusev and I got chopped for it. But Samoa Joe versus Cena will be a good match, and Samoa Joe beating the icon, I could say, John Cena in a way, would be definitely great for his career. I hope Cena doesn't take that title off him because then you're really not doing what you're supposed to be doing, Cena. The plan now, Roman Reigns, it could change tonight because they're going to open the show with the farewell address. But the plan is Roman Reigns versus Baron Corbin, or I like to say boring Corbin, because he's that boring in everything he does. Great heel as far as gets the crowd reaction, but like everything is just like garbage.
It's terrible.
Like you said, if you get Roman Reigns versus Baron Corbin, just don't even bother putting him on the show.
Don't even bother.
It's completely pointless. Just have him squash him or something. Just attack him.
Don't even put him on the show. Don't even waste my time with it. Give it to somebody else.
How about that? Will you ever see Roman Reigns on a pre-show?
That never happened.
It will never happen.
Oh my God.
Baron Corbin should be glad that he's in a matchup with Roman Reigns if he's going to be on the card itself. And now we were talking about Mustafa Ali earlier. There's rumors. Take them with a grain of salt, as always. Sami Zayn, of course, is going to come back, and there's rumors of putting Sami Zayn up against Mustafa Ali at WrestleMania 35.
That could be they could tear the house down.
They could tear the house down.
Oh my God.
Sami Zayn would clearly be the heel in this aspect.
Yeah.
I still don't know what they're gonna do with Kevin Owens. Like it might be a multi-man match.
Yeah.
But I would be a fan of the Ali versus Zayn match.
Oh yeah. I would think that they would bring out Zayn and have Owens go at it again, but that'd be like the 3,000th time that they've done
exactly. So it's like you didn't see that happen last night. Like Zayn returning and
because
they made it a triple threat. So it's
that was like what everybody was expecting if it wasn't Kofi.
Right. So
but Zayn versus Ali. Oh my God, they could.
I wouldn't mind it.
Oh, I wouldn't mind it at all.
It'd definitely be a good matchup.
You could open the show with that.
Oh yeah. I could see it being a pre-show matchup though.
Yeah, because if they don't care about them kind of guys.
Yeah, if they don't book it correctly or like hype it up, it'll be thrown on the pre-show where people are getting into the stadium and don't really watch the matchup.
But Road Dogg says it's a part of the show.
Yeah. Oh, the pre-show.
Yeah,
it's part of the show, man.
It ain't a part of the show. There ain't nobody there.
Listen, Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. We're going on the third, fourth, whatever how many years they've been doing it now. And after 1 year, they relegated to the pre-show. So
it's worthless. It does nothing.
It's just
you win
a way
the trophy and you don't get anything out of it.
Yeah, it's a way to get everybody on the show without having any purpose.
Yeah,
just like with the women's.
Yeah,
it's just
that's even more worthless. At least
Naomi won the one last year. It was just like good job.
What happened with it?
A little pat on the back.
Literally nothing.
Nothing happened with it.
At least the other one is a memory of Andre.
Exactly. When they wanted to do Mae Young,
Fabulous Moolah.
But
she was a pimp.
Right. So like they couldn't. They just wanted to stay away from that image. Daniel Ryan. I hope Lars Sullivan gets the help he needs. Right. I know he's going through his mental. He's clearly ever since.
Yeah, I think that boat has sailed, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't know.
I've heard rumors of John Cena or Joe and John Cena with Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
For WrestleMania, so I think the Lars Sullivan thing is
Lars Sullivan's completely it's dead in the water. That's damn sure. John is saying Samoa Joe versus Ali would be a better match. I mean, they kind of Samoa Joe versus Ali for the title, I'm assuming. I mean, they kind of teased it before.
Yeah, they haven't finished business.
Right, so I mean, I wouldn't. But then again, Cena needs a match, just because he's John Cena.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna be on.
Who are you gonna put him up against? It's like
I'd rather have Zayn, Ali, and Joe and Cena.
Zayn and Ali, yeah, me too. I'm on.
You know, because then who does Cena go up against? I'd rather
There's
not have him fight Kurt Angle. I'd rather not see Kurt Angle on WrestleMania. Period.
Which we'll get into the top room, and that's the main event of tonight's show. Moving into the comments some more. A lot of people saying Cole sucks.
Cole sucks.
Michael Cole sucks.
Oh yeah.
Not Adam Cole. Yeah, Michael Cole. Michael Cole.
Say Adam Cole.
Daniel Ryan makes a good point. The trophy has been getting shorter and shorter when it keeps getting broken. That is definitely. That's definitely.
Eventually, it's going to be this big.
It's like good job. It's like a fantasy title. It's like this tall. Moving into the rapid rumors. Fox reportedly, because they obviously SmackDown Live is going to be debuting at the end of or into October sometime this year. They reportedly want WWE to be more edgier, probably on the SmackDown side, and they want a two-man commentary booth instead of a three-person.
I heard they want Daniel Cormier.
I heard that too. I actually made that rumor like a while back.
Yeah, that was a while ago. I heard that.
I don't know if that's still a possibility. The only person that can fit it to be on Fox is Ronaldo.
Yeah, I mean, you could do, but then I don't know. I don't know if I want to hurt my NXT.
I mean, I know maybe have him do both.
Yeah, you could have him do both.
I mean, he's gonna have to fly to Florida. Oh no, they taped NXT, so it's like
they tape it. They tape 4 weeks
in advance, so it's like he would just be on a schedule. I know
JBL won't be there to ruin it. So.
Exactly. That was the problem last time. The whole bullying aspect.
Yeah.
TV/14 return confirmed. I mean, we'll see because that's what Fox wants. So who knows? Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind it. That's for sure. I know they've been kind of like a little edgier with the whole Alexa Bliss stuff. Ronda Rousey, definitely. Alexa Bliss with the whatever she's doing, teasing Finn Balor or not wearing a top backstage. Mandy Rose with the towels, another thing that's kind of edgy on the edgy side. I don't know. We're gonna see, but still talking about the commentary team. There's a report that states that there's been backstage discussions regarding taking Renee Young off the Raw commentary team. So that makes you happy because you'd rather have Byron Saxton than Renee Young. I will say this: at first I was a fan, but it's like now it's just like this. Like I don't know when she jumps into something, it's like not.
Yeah. I don't know. She has no legit input because she never was in the ring or anything like that.
Right. So it's like
she has no idea. She's great at what she does normally, interviewing and whatever. But on a
pre-show or interview, like you said, she originally did commentate for NXT at one point, I believe, or like maybe once or twice. Way back.
I remember.
Yeah, I know it was like very
like here and there.
So they definitely got a glimpse of it, and then she became like the kickoff panelist person, and then the interviewer, and then they put her on the commentary team. But like, it's just it.
I heard that they're thinking about she's lobbying for Paige.
Oh, to be in a commentary?
Yeah.
I haven't heard commentary from Paige.
I don't want Paige on there.
I don't think I ever heard any commentary from her, so it's like
no. I
mean that you get the in-ring aspect of Paige.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't think I can stand to hear Paige over and over and over again.
that accent. I actually just watched their movie last night, Funny with My Family, whatever it is.
I haven't seen it yet.
It's not a bad movie. I mean, at the end of it, you kind of see what they originally wanted to do with the documentary before The Rock took over, because it was a documentary that had no budget.
Oh, and
at the end in the credits, and then The Rock kind of stepped in. He's like, you know what, we're gonna make something out of this.
You know, when they decided, I heard that The Rock stepped in when Paige debuted. They told her you were gonna win the title.
So
they're gonna do it.
I ain't gonna ruin the movie for anybody. So I'll let you guys watch the movie, but that might have a role. I'll just say that much.
All right. So,
but I don't think it's that true. I think it's just a Hollywood twist to it.
Oh well, no, I watched the Chronicle.
Oh,
with Paige.
I haven't watched the Paige Chronicle.
Yeah, so and she talked about how it was like such a
right
fast rise.
They do. I will say this: they leave some good parts of her NXT career. In that whatever you want to call it. So I don't think it's not. You can't call it a documentary.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird because it's kind of like clips that I've seen. It's like it's shot like Monday Night Raw.
Yeah,
it's kind of
they did it after like the dark match or something like that. But yeah, well, I mean, not a bad movie. Definitely go watch it if you haven't already. But keep going along with the rumors. We talked about the commentary team and Jerry the King Lawler and Jim Ross. Well, this one revolves around Jerry the King Lawler. Jerry the King Lawler made an announcement apparently last week or this week, probably last week, saying he will no longer be the master of ceremonies for the Hall of Fame show. So I guess he's done with the Hall of Fame. He will be there, but he won't be announcing everybody. There's two current names floating around. If you had to guess two, who would it be?
Michael Cole.
Okay.
And I don't know, Triple H maybe.
All right. Two names are Corey Graves and Renee Young.
Oh my God! Please no. I mean, she would do all right, but
I think they're gonna give it to Renee Young just because of the whole women's revolution and all that.
Probably the whole women's initiative.
Yeah. So, hey,
whatever.
I mean,
take her off the commentary and give her that.
King, good job for your role that you've played for the many years you've done it. I guess if you want to step down, that's just your thing. Daniel Ryan comments, are we going to see a reunion of Natalya and Beth Phoenix? So last night, of course, if you didn't watch it, Beth Phoenix was at commentary. And Nia Jax and Tamina lost to Sasha Banks and Bayley, which, by the way, that is the first time Sasha Banks has successfully defended a championship on a pay-per-view. So good job.
Ever successfully
defended
a championship.
Not in NXT?
On the main roster.
On the main roster, okay. So good job, Sasha. But like Corey Graves was bagging you yesterday, Bayley did most of the work. So Corey Graves, you really hate Sasha Banks. But going back to Natalya and Beth, there is a rumor going into Mania of Natalya and Beth Phoenix versus the Samoan. What did you call them? Samoan garbage.
The Samoan Steakhouse.
Samoan Steakhouse of Nia Jax and Tamina. I don't want to. I just don't want to see that. Please put that on. Put that on the pre-show.
Squash them.
Put that on the pre-show. Not the Divas of Doom, whatever they were called back in the day. Just, but I'm going to move on from that. That's the end show. Last rapid rumor I have for you revolves around NXT, so you'll be happy about this one. So W apparently has dropped. We're going to see tonight if it's true. I mean, he wasn't on the show last week, but W dropped the main roster angle for Johnny Gargano. And they're planning on sending him back to NXT because of the Tommaso Ciampa injury. They need superstars down there, obviously, because Tommaso Ciampa was coming up, but he was still the champion, and he was rumored to lose it to probably Johnny Gargano at TakeOver.
That was the plan,
but now plans always change. Card is subject to change, of course.
That dude's been screwed every single time.
Tommaso,
both of them, yeah.
So Johnny will be back on the yellow brands with, of course, Velveteen Dream still there. Adam Cole. Who's another big hitter? I mean, they kind of lost some.
You got what's his name? Matt Riddle.
I'm not a fan of Matt Riddle yet.
He's gonna be a big player.
I hope so because I don't know.
Yeah, I can. He's a super fan favorite right now.
Right, bro. Whatever.
Yeah, bro. You know, he's relatable. He smokes pot and all that.
Yeah, it's exactly it. So that's kind of the reason why he got out. Like he left UFC, right? Because he was getting.
Yeah, he failed like 3 straight drug tests.
3 straight drug tests. But if you're on
he actually has a pretty decent record though in fighting.
So
he's like 8-2 or 8-1.
If you're in WWE, you still can't do that though. Can't smoke pot and do no because it's like there's a wellness policy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe
I don't know what they're gonna
he
do.
grew up. I don't know.
Maybe he came to WWE. He's like, you know what?
Made a deal with him, and
let me just smoke my pot and I'll do what you want.
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, like I said, Ciampa is expected to be out. Well, you said 3 to 6 months. I have for a minimum of 6 months. They need to bank like a big name down there to carry the title if they're going to give it to Johnny Gargano at Takeover. And it kind of makes sense for the whole storyline per se, as far as Tommaso comes back when Gargano's probably still champ. But I wouldn't mind seeing that on the main roster.
Like Johnny's the WWE champion.
Right.
I know it's far-fetched because it's not one of Vince's prototypical wrestlers.
Right. So it's like, what if that was like,
now
we'll get the Gargano and Ciampa on the main roster now, and they could book that.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
On the main roster instead of
it books itself.
Right. It's like, I mean, when Vince touches it, it kind of ruins it.
Yeah. Hopefully by that time he's gone.
Yeah, 6 months. I don't know. I know XFL starts next year, and he's gonna have more responsibilities, so we'll see. But yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing on the main roster. But there's a good point of the fact: can Johnny Gargano stay relevant for 6 months and not get buried? For example, EC3 is, for example. I know Ricochet and Aleister Black are doing good things right now. Who was the other guy that came up? Oh, it was Champion Gargano. Gargano's coming back down. So I don't know. Should be interesting.
You haven't seen Gargano in, I want to say, 2 weeks easy.
He wasn't on last week's show at all.
He wasn't on last week or the week before.
I think it was. No, he was on. He was in the backstage segment of Ric Flair's celebration.
When people were coming in. Right. He was.
That's the last time you saw him.
Yeah, that's the last time you saw him.
He was supposed to be on SmackDown Live, but they changed the plans.
Yeah, because Ciampa.
And last week he wasn't on either show.
Yeah, no.
It was just Aleister Black.
That's why Aleister Black and Ricochet was substituted in.
Right. For both shows, to be honest.
That was supposed to be DIY versus the Revival last night.
Correct.
Because that's Johnny's hometown.
Right. But plans change as always. Mm-hmm. Let's see, we got more comments. Sasha Banks is now 1 for 5 from defending a championship. Well, you finally did it. Good job.
Broke the glass.
Daniel Ryan is going to call the Nia Jackson Tamina team the International House of Samoan Pancakes. I like that one. Yeah, actually kind of.
Put Nia Jackson in a New Day outfit.
Oh, my God.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
John says, what's stopping Triple H from putting the belt on Adam Cole? You have any input on that?
What was stopping him?
What's stopping him right now?
Right now? I think they're going to put the title on him. Because I
take over right now, or
yeah, because I don't think anybody wants to see Johnny win the title from anybody else but Ciampa.
Right?
Because it wouldn't mean as much. It wouldn't be the same without him.
Right.
So he's long overdue.
Yeah.
He came in super hot.
Yep.
Attacked Drew McIntyre, take over Brooklyn, and then he was just like mid card forever down there.
Right. Another comment rolling in. Ira Carter, welcome to the show. Where is Nikki Cross? I would love to know too. I'm a fan of her, but maybe she's just hiding underneath the stairwell or something. I don't know, with insanity.
She wants
or
to
sanity.
play.
What do they call it? Insanity or sanity?
Sanity.
They're called sanity.
Oh, they've been buried.
Totally buried, just like AOP.
Oh my God.
You like anybody comes up, you just get buried. So I don't see why you guys don't want to come up. Just stay in NXT where you will shine.
You're relevant.
It's just it is what it is.
The number one brand in sports entertainment.
Damn
it's
sure.
Not a lie.
Not a lie. I'm behind that, even though I don't watch it. That's for damn sure. But it's that time. Top rumors now. We have 4 of them. The first one, Dean Ambrose and what's going on with his contract. So the current backstage mood regarding the entire Ambrose debacle, what they want to do with him. The talents behind the scenes feel he will extend his contract. There's a report that Ambrose is still sticking to his plan of walking away from the company. It's a backstage known fact that the former W champion has already turned down various offers, but with Roman Reigns and the Shield back in the equation, even though Roman Reigns basically anything is possible.
Roman and his lackeys.
Roman is exactly. It's like the only thing I see. It's like somebody tweeted it wasn't me. Basically, you wouldn't leave Dean Ambrose. You can't have Dean Ambrose leave on a high. But you made a good point. There's still another month before.
Oh, you can still
bury him. Or turn him heel tonight to go up against Roman at WrestleMania.
He puts Roman over.
Like good night, goodbye. I'd rather see Roman versus Dean than Roman versus Baron. But
all day.
But then again, I don't know what the direction they're going to go. But they're making it a storyline, so it's kind of making me feel like he is going to resign.
I think it's all fake because they're talking about it way too much.
Right. Oh wow. So on the UFC side, Conor McGregor's arrested. Good job, Conor. I don't know
now?
what. I don't know.
Really?
He's arrested in Miami Beach. Breaking news.
Oh my God.
I know we're not UFC related, but hey, I get all the alerts for everything. But yeah, Dean Ambrose. I think he's going to resign. He probably already did because they're making a storyline of it. So it's like,
yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what they're going to do, but
I would love to see him leave because it'd be an emphatic statement saying,
yeah,
being he's I guess you could say he's a top guy.
Yeah.
And he leaves, and you know what I mean?
Goes to AEW.
Yeah, or wherever he goes.
Or he wants to. Yeah, that's exactly it. Daniel Ryan says, please don't call up the Street Profits.
Why? They're great. They just haven't really had that time to shine
yet. He's saying
yet.
they're going to be Crime Time 2 version 2.
Oh, I can definitely see that.
They're not going to.
Because Vince is a goon.
Exactly. So that's why he's saying don't call him up.
Yeah. So
keep him down there.
Yeah, they haven't really got their time to shine anyway. So
I've heard the name, but I haven't really seen any of their work.
Montez Ford's amazing.
Yeah.
That's super athletic.
Montez Ford?
Yeah.
What's the other guy's name?
D'Angelo Hawkins, I want to say.
D'Angelo Hawkins. Okay. I mean, we'll see. I mean, maybe I'll see him on the next
Montez Ford's the more high flyer guy. The other dude.
Hawkins more like a bigger guy?
Yeah, he's a bigger guy.
All right. Moving on now to the next top rumor. Daniel Bryan and his WWE Championship WrestleMania match. Well, like I said, the rumor plan is backstage just to have Daniel Bryan retain the WWE Champion at WrestleMania 35 in order to make him a long-term super heel. I can see them doing that. I wouldn't be mad about it, but don't be surprised if plans change, just like they did for Daniel Bryan back at WrestleMania 30 because of the crowd reaction for Kofi Kingston. Kofi Mania is a real thing. He took whatever opportunity he had to replace Ali, and he completely ran it like Forrest Gump, and he hasn't stopped. And we want him to be WWE champion. I know Dan Go doesn't want him to be WWE champion. That's for damn sure.
That's what I want to know. Why he doesn't think he should be champion.
Dan Go, I mean, if you're still here, throw a comment. I'll be definitely, or maybe on the next show.
Don't get me wrong. I don't see him as one of them kind of guys, but
not a long-term champion.
No, but
just, I mean,
give him it for a little bit. Just
just a little bit, just to see how he does. I mean, I know he's still part of New Day in a way, so it's like not the same.
Yeah, you don't need to make him a legitimate champion. Just have him win. I
think if they end up doing it, I still see Daniel Bryan winning, because that's Vince.
Oh, he'll get it back.
Big FU to the crowd.
Having Daniel Bryan
over Coffee Mania. I mean, just to make him that super heel.
Oh, it would make him super heel.
Right, and that's why I could
steal
see
all the momentum.
Yeah, I could see him doing that. So
it would literally just put it right out.
Yep, just oh wow, coffee.
And it is all gone.
Yeah, it's right there. It's dead.
Yeah,
I made him a thing, and I just killed him. Good job. Daniel Ryan, either that or Vince doesn't want to have a first WWE African American champion.
I wouldn't go that far because that's pretty.
Yeah, that's
I don't know, because
there really hasn't been one.
There's never been an
African African
WWE
because The Rock is Samoan.
Yeah, I mean he's
Ahmed Johnson was never. It was just Intercontinental champion.
Yeah,
Booker T.
Not WWE champion. Yeah, there is a difference between world champion. He was the world heavyweight champion,
right?
As King Booker.
Right. So I mean, he
was never been. WWE.
He was never WWE. Yeah. All right. I get it. I get it.
Even though it's not the number one title anymore.
Yeah, because Brock wasn't his Universal Champion.
It is the most prestigious title in all of professional wrestling.
On the championship topic, of course, the Raw Women's Championship. What finish they have planned? Well, I'll tell you this: they haven't even decided a finish for the Raw Women's Championship match at WrestleMania 35, which is a triple threat now, because the winner of that triple threat will depend on Ronda Rousey's last date with WWE, which it's rumored to be that Monday after. Yeah. So, I mean,
I think it's easy.
It's just give it to Lynch.
Becky taps Ronda in the middle of the ring.
That's it. Goodbye, Ronda. Goodbye.
That's the only way to close this story.
And I just really hope they do it. I know Dan Go's a Ronda fan. He's a Becky fan too, but he just doesn't see Ronda losing.
Why?
I don't know.
She's already got her head punched in once.
Dango likes to go off the radar a little bit when it comes to his picks and everything. I don't know
He's
where
going
his head's
too
at.
Political.
Yeah,
road.
Exactly. And I don't know.
I don't care about the money, how much money they make. They're gonna make their money regardless.
Right. Brock Lesnar's making his money, and he's lost before.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't know, but basically, there's been storyline as it could set up future rivalries for Lynch if you just give that title to her.
Oh yeah, you put her on Raw. She gets a fresh start now.
Yeah, I mean, Charlotte might go back to SmackDown. We have the Superstar Shakeup. I do know Money in the Bank is officially now going to happen in May for the first time. It's the first pay-per-view after WrestleMania. Which my thoughts on that?
It's all right, I guess.
It's okay, but like when it was in June or July, it's like you had that Backlash filler pay-per-view. That's like you can have those rematches if you want, like it was originally.
Yeah, you flesh out whatever didn't finish
remaining storyline.
Even the WrestleMania should be the end-all, be-all for all the feuds.
Don't forget the Saudi Arabia show was another.
Yeah, don't remind me about those.
Yeah, I'm happy that Saudi Arabia is not overshadowing WrestleMania this year. Greatest Royal Rumble overshadowed the crap out of WrestleMania 34. Oh yeah, but I'm glad.
Well,
they haven't.
Yeah, they haven't promoted it as hard yet.
Ira makes
still got time to.
Yeah. That's 4 weeks, right?
Yeah.
Ira's saying that the problem that's the problem. Becky winning is too predictable. They're gonna swerve everybody. But I mean,
I don't think so. It is predictable, but I don't think they're gonna go against it. You want to see a riot? There will be a riot.
Yeah.
At MetLife Stadium if she doesn't win.
I mean, I'll be a part of it. That's for sure. I was a part of it when the whole Roman Reigns Brock Lesnar matchup happened last year. Then they surprised me by Lesnar winning.
They shit all over that match.
Daniel Ryan says they might pull a CM Punk walk off with Ronda Rousey.
She's not even that important.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
What? Like she ain't no draw. The ratings still suck. Nobody's coming out to see her.
I'm glad you're on my show because now I feel like somebody's finally on my side when it comes to
I'm
Ronda
glad
Rousey.
Because now I get to tell you what's real.
Like the Ronda Rousey, like everything about it, it's just like
it's great that she's there, but she's not what everybody thinks she is.
Thank you. The
ratings are still in the goddamn toilet.
Exactly. It's like, I mean, yeah, she's Ronda Rousey. She'll get those buys, whatever, from the.
She don't have that mystique that she used to have.
No,
if she would have came over undefeated and all
twice.
Yeah.
You got knocked out twice by Holly Holm, and I forgot the last person.
Amanda Nunes.
Twice.
Knocked her out in 40 seconds.
There you go. You're not the baddest bitch on the planet.
That's why I hate when they say that.
Dude, it's like Rusev made a tweet when she went off script, whatever we want to call off script. He made a tweet saying Ronda Rousey isn't the baddest bitch on the planet. She's paying the character of the baddest bitch on the planet. Yeah. She lost that title when she.
I understand that it is their character and whatever.
Right, but it's like, God.
But if you're gonna do that, you got to at least be legitimate. You know, like Mark Henry, he was legitimately the strongest man on the planet.
I made that good point. I made that point. It's
he went out and
Mark Henry.
He won the strongman competition.
He left, went back in the competition, won it again, and is the world's strongest man. To prove everybody
that he really was.
That's what he does. That's what I do.
Yeah.
And the Hall of Pain was born. Everything finally became the world champion, which it was a SmackDown side. No one really gave a damn because that's what they do with the SmackDown title. But yeah, he actually is the world's strongest man. Baddest bitch on the planet? Sorry, you don't got it. You don't got it, Ronda. I mean, maybe if I see you face to face, I'd be a little scared. You'd probably knock my teeth in, but I would say to your face, I think I would. I wouldn't like.
Oh, I'd tell her.
I would just straight tell you, like, listen, I don't mind you. You're doing great in ring work, but everything else, the way they booked you is terrible, and you're not the baddest bitch on the planet. Sorry, you lost that title when you quit. Quitters never win.
Yeah,
and winners never quit. I'll just leave it at that.
Basically,
that's what Ronda did. So, breaking update: Running Raw is going to start in 1 minute, so I want to throw this out there before. I mean, the Shield's going to start the show, so who cares? But Kurt Angle, I know you're not a fan. Well, you could be happy about this one. Kurt Angle might be calling time on his status as an active wrestler because it's already been rumored, but it might be sooner than we think. Many people have been speculating that Kurt Angle might get his retirement match at WrestleMania. That is now off the board. It is to be believed that we may have seen the last of his in-ring career in the WWE, or he might be turned into a backstage role. But there is speculation that Kurt Angle might announce his retirement tonight. Right now, it just started Monday Night Raw in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, which is his hometown.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So it's his hometown.
Yeah.
And that's it. I mean, Kurt.
Good riddance.
They booked you wrong since you came back.
You're one of the greatest.
Really one of the greatest. One of the shocking things was you lost in the March to Mania to Mick Foley. So another big shocker was Triple H lost to Eddie Guerrero, which
not shitting on Eddie.
Yeah, if Eddie was still here, it's like.
But what Triple H has done.
Exactly. It's really a big shocking point of the March to Mania bracket that's still going on. I think the current one is The Rock versus Ricky Steamboat, which that's going to be a landslide.
Yeah, that's easy.
There's been some good ones as far as like Triple H and Eddie. I didn't think it was going to be like, I think it was going to be a landslide, but I thought
Triple H would.
I thought Triple H. That's like so far as the upset. I think the biggest upset of first round for March to Mania. There's going to be more. I think there might be another one or two that would be close.
I think Macho Man and Ultimate Warrior is going to be
that's coming up very
the tightest one.
Maybe the next few days. I think it might be Wednesdays or Thursdays. Paul, I'm not sure if I look at the bracket, but yeah, March to Mania. I'm loving this whole idea. You guys are shocking me with some of your picks with Triple H, and I had Kurt Angle voted. I like McFoley, and I had Triple H voted.
Oh yeah, I love all of them,
but it's like wow,
you got to really put think about what they've done.
And I'm surprised that you guys went in the direction you did. But like I said, it's who you think the greatest of all time is. The matchups will still keep going. I think when it gets to the second round,
it's going to start getting tough.
There won't be any more landslides. That's for damn sure. It's getting tougher. But yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting because March to Mania, it's the final March to Mania match will end. Like the poll will start and end WrestleMania Sunday, and you will find out who you guys decided as the greatest of all time. WWE, I don't know. It's like W or back in the day, kind of. Compare it to
whoever WWE absorbed.
Yeah, exactly. All the territories they absorbed. But that's gonna do it for the show. Dayne, I want to thank you for being here. Thank you for being on the show. You are the second special guest. Next week will be another special guest on Insider BA's Road to WrestleMania Rumor Mill. Stay tuned for that announcement. On the Monday, I will announce who those guests are to keep you guys on the edge of your seat and who I'm going to bring in to give their opinion for the Road to WrestleMania. I have one last question for you. Are you excited so far, even though there's only been, 2 or 3 matchups announced?
I wasn't until Batista showed up.
Batista is back. He's going to show up tonight on Monday Night Raw. So his match with Triple H will definitely be good.
Yeah, and that Becky's actually
in the match.
Finally, I don't put anything past Vince, so I was getting a little nervous.
Nervous that Becky wasn't going to be in there. I was too, but yeah, if you haven't already, like, share, retweet, subscribe to our YouTube. Don't forget to vote on the March to Mania Madness. March to Mania bracket, I should say. It's like a play on March Madness, which is happening soon. But yeah. Daniel, Ryan, thanks, guys. I'll see you again. Thanks for tuning in. We're signing out. I will see you all next week with my third guest on the Road to WrestleMania. Too sweet, guys. You have a good night. Time to go watch some Monday Night Raw. Peace. And there we go.